What's going on today, ladies and gentlemen? This is Otaku bringing you a review on the Godzilla 2016 Nendoroid or Shin Godzilla. If you guys have not seen this movie yet, I definitely do recommend watching it. It is such a great movie, especially if you're a fan of Hideaki Anno's work. It is spectacular. So let's go ahead and take a look at this box right here. As you can see, obviously classic Nendoroid style. Has all the stuff right here. And they even have some accessories that you see on the back that we'll get to a little bit later on. It's just a few shots of the box. I'm gonna have most information like the UPC, SKU and stuff like that, probably in the description, just to make things easier for people to find if they're just looking for something online just to see an unboxing of it. Right now, I'm kind of not in a permanent setup, so obviously this will be one of my first videos popping up, but you'll see different sceneries and stuff around here, so it might not be this. This is just a side place you might see somewhere else, so don't get too used to it. Straight out of the box. Would you look at this little cutie patootie? How cute is he? Now, how cute is he? As you can see, he's quite posable at the moment. His head has a ball joint. You can actually pop this off to get to some accessories later. This is actually a double ball joint. If you can see right there, there's a ball joint and a ball joint which connect the two pieces. The arms are on a peg. The legs are also on a double ball joint, as you can see right here, which actually gives pretty good posability. The leg can move down and back up just a slight bit. And it works a little bit more whenever the legs are on the side. You can kind of see it right there on the camera. Full rotation of the leg. Obviously that's both legs as well. A beautiful spread. Little thigh gap, you don't care about a little thigh gap. Arms on a peg apparently. With the head you can do a full half rotation. Look side to side, up that far, down that far. The feet are also on a peg, as you can see. And they also do have it clearly labeled as well. The tail is on a peg, on a peg, on a peg. Now the painting and sculpting of this figure is magnificent. There is a bunch of little detail on it, on the skin, the little crevices, the little highlights of red on the chest, and especially on the spines. I'd like to say this thing is magnificent in that aspect. Even look at the little detail on his little head right here. If the camera would focus on his little head, there it is. Look at that. It is quite wonderful. I mean, good smile, obviously, they're going to be great quality in general, especially like that Nendoroids, or if you have any of their pop-up parades and stuff like that, those cheap end, and those are magnificent quality. But let's go ahead and get to some of the accessories he comes with.
Oh my god!
The head pops off right here. Neck pops off after you take off these spikes. It's just an easy pull. If you have difficulties pulling them off, try to get leverage from right here, or you can pull on the spines as well. The spines aren't fragile, so they won't break on you whenever you pull it. They're pretty sturdy, hard plastic. Tailpiece just pops off. So does the other two segments of the tail just pop off. With these, they have a little notch right here that you can put your fingernail in, push up, or same thing, grab them by the spikes. Then the neck also pops off to be replaced with the extra neck that it came with. And whenever I was initially playing with this figure, it was kind of hard to put this neck piece in. If you want, you can grab some, just like some lithium grease or something like that, and put it in. It might be a little bit easier. These spikes just pop in. Same thing with all the other ones. Now with my copy of the figure, this right hand of his keeps popping off. I'm not too sure if anyone else will have the same issue, but I did notice that the right arm peg is barely any shorter than the left arm peg. I don't know if that has something to do with it. It might just be my copy that has that issue. I kind of wish these were on ball joints, just to have a little bit more play. I understand why they did the little pegs, because that's usually what they do on their other Nendoroid figures. This is going to be the first form right here before we get into the full purple Shin version. And then right beforehand, if you want to create the scene for the movie, pop off his head, take off his mouth. Now the instructions do say to do this before you pop it in, but I've always struggled with it because the mouth always ends up popping out whenever I put it in. So you could just take off the mouth, put in the head, and then pop in the mouth afterwards. But there are some clearance issues. And then if you use the provided stand, you can recreate before the atomic breath. Now, I wish they also included a different head sculpt for this, where he had the silvery eyes as well, but you already get plenty of accessories with this guy, which I kind of enjoy, especially whenever we get to the next part. Replace the tail. To the beam version. Now this is such a blessing. If you guys have any SH Monster X, you know that Not all of them come with a atomic breath or anything like that whatsoever anymore. So this is quite beautiful. Now, some downsides to this figure, like I said, was my arm keeps popping off while I'm playing with it. I believe the mobility of the head sculpt could have been a little bit better. I wish he could have looked up a little bit more, but this spike right here causes the clearance issues. So if they made that spike have a notch straight down, I'm pretty sure he could have looked up a little bit more. I do not remember any scenes where he actually looked straight up into the sky. So I'm not gonna down him on that. Now, you know, with any SH Monster X, the tail is definitely the highlight of the figure. But in this one, you just have 3 different segments for the tail. One right here, one right here, and then one right here at the very end. Now, I don't blame Good Smile for not doing the ball joints segments on the tail, just because we get to replace it with all the purple spikes. Now, in my opinion, I definitely do recommend this figure. If you are a big fan of Shin Godzilla or of Hideaki Anno's work and you just love this, I definitely recommend it with all the accessories and stuff like that. I believe mine was about $80. I wouldn't pay any more than that unless you're trying to get like an SH Monster X. But if you like the cuteness of them, I definitely recommend getting it. Let me know how this video is. This is going to be my first out of a few figures that I'm going to have at the moment. This will be a brand new channel as well, so opinions will be much appreciated. Let me know how the camera is. Let me know how my mic is as well. I'm just recording off a full phone camera, so I don't know how good it's going to look at the end of the production. And then I'll bring you guys some more figures as well. It's not just going to be Godzilla and stuff like that. It'll be mostly like anime figures, scale figures, things like that. I mostly want to use this channel to document and assemble a lot of even prize figures, just because some of them can be kind of difficult to assemble, and not all of them come with instructions. So I think it will be definitely useful if that type of content was out there. Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and I'll see you on the next one.